been this excited since Nudie Magazine Day.
Oh, Nudie Magazine Day.
Yeah.
This whole weekend, action-packed.
No doubt.
Welcome to Rockville Weekend in Daytona Beach, Florida. Big rock show, big rock festival. Subway Series starts this weekend. Let's go Yankees.
I'm going to wear my gear when the time is right. I know you need a little extra hype up since the Mets are 2.5 games better than the Yanks right now.
Can't wait. Bring on Juan Soto. I can't wait to see him booed this weekend. And, of course, the NBA playoffs. But here on Overpromised, it's the stuff we can't fit into our regularly action-packed show Monday through Friday. 5 to 7 on the East, 2 to 4 on the West. Covino and Rich, by the way, having a huge party June 20th, 21st, and 22nd in Vegas. You're invited. This is your invite.
Nice.
The more the merrier. Tell all your friends. We'll see you in Vegas. Details coming soon at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio. But today, there's two goofy viral sports stories I'm going to give you. You tell me which one you like better. And a brand new fight announcement as today. I'm going to give you some fight announcements. You tell me which one intrigues you the most.
My level of excitement?
Yeah.
But, like, can I do like a Jesse Spano? Like, how excited? Like, how excited I am?
You're more of a screech, but yeah, sure.
Okay, fair. Okay.
Whatever you say. But the other reason we're all excited is because the NFL schedule is out. And NFL continues to be king. Hold on. I'm not going to lie. We talked recently about the craziest evolutions that we've witnessed in sports especially, right?
Yeah.
The emergence and evolution of UFC from where it started to where it is.
Correct.
The WWE from where it started to where it is.
Yeah.
The NFL draft. It was in Grandpa's basement. And now it's a big spectacle, right?
I think more people were at the NFL draft than to see the Pope announced.
You could add the NFL schedule drop, the hype, the videos, the anticipation and excitement of it, the viralness of it. You could add that to the list of things that just blew up in our lifetime because it went from, oh, cool, the schedule's out, something you read in the paper, to like, now it's a big event.
In fact, I could promise you, in our childhood, there was not even a major announcement. It was like, oh, did you see it came out? Like, it was just sort of made and you figured it out.
You had your little pamphlet maybe of schedules, or
maybe you went to the local bar and
they printed it out or
printed
something.
it on the wall or something. Yeah.
Now it's a big, everybody trying to outdo each other with the announcement.
This is a day where social media teams are either high-fiving each other or being like, you fucking suck, you blew it. You should have done what the Titans did or the Giants did. Like, it is a day of assessing, is your social media team relevant and on point?
And Rich said, don't lie, because I personally don't get as excited as this guy.
I love him.
But I do acknowledge what a big deal it is. For me, here's how I look at it. It's like Super Bowl commercials, right? Some of them really hit. Some of them I really like. Hey, that was a good job. It was really good. But the other ones, I don't care at all about. And I find a lot of them to be kind of corny. Like, whatever.
Well, I mean, I will say this. Some of them go on a little too long.
Yeah, and they're like goofy and childish a little bit.
There's people involved, like Portnoy did the Patriots one. John Gruden did the Bucks one. But I want to give you what I would consider maybe my top 5 of what I've seen, because I've tried to watch all of them. I mean, Indianapolis Colts got in a little trouble by putting Tyreek Hill in jail. That doesn't make my top 5, but I'll tell you what does. I want to start with the Titans. The Titans did a spinoff of, like a drug ad, because how many times are you just watching sports and what pops up all the time?
Well, pharmaceutical commercials take up about 75% of ad space.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Lose its luster. For millions of fans suffering from football season withdrawal, or FSW, even relationships can lose their spark. But now there's Schedule Resi. A once-a-season schedule fix that cures FSW.
Nothing is everything.
Football is everything.
How do you not find this shit funny?
With Schedule
Because I think
Resi,
you're taking
you
something
live your
awesome
season
and
to
cool
the
like
fullest.
football, and you're
18
making it
beautiful
corny
weeks.
a little bit. I don't know. That's how I feel.
18
I don't
beautiful
love
weeks with Schedule Rizzy.
Look, especially if it's not your team, how do you expect me to care? But anyway, I give the applause for the creativity of it, but I don't get as pumped about it as everybody else.
I give the applause to you for sucking the fun out of such a cool day.
No.
Way to
the
go.
schedule's out. We've heard a lot about the Eagles schedule, and we talked about the Chiefs going to be at Dallas for Thanksgiving. Huge game, huge moments, huge anticipation. It's these videos that I don't get is why it's so important to everybody.
It just shows who's got the creative chops, what social media teams are bringing it to the next level. And if you don't think
But do these
schedule
videos,
Rizzy,
but do these videos really speak to you?
yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
I think it's funny.
I'm like, all right, maybe I'm too old for it or something. And I'm not old, but whatever.
Maybe you are. Now, I think there's different angles to go. They're not all home runs, or should I say touchdowns. It is the NFL schedule. The Jacksonville Jags, they got a new vibe. Duval. The Jags are trying to rebuild. Travis Hunter, this is going to be the team to watch that no one gave a shit about last year.
Agreed,
right?
yeah.
They broke out.
So you don't need to sell me with a goofy video.
Then you should not care that they broke out social media superstar. Is it Ashton Hall?
Yeah. The morning routine guy.
The morning routine guy goes through each week of the schedule while he's dipping his head in ice water and doing everything. Wearing his Jag shorts. See, it's taken a while to develop. Rubbing the banana on his face.
Where's the schedule?
But he's still getting ready.
Thank you.
You know what's crazy? He got paid for this, I'm sure.
Right?
Yeah, good for him.
So there's the Colts, the Rams, Titans, and he's going through his day. No, all right. See, you don't give a shit. Next.
No. I mean, it is what it is, dude. But like I said,
I mean, you'll watch dumb kids falling off of, skateboards on TikTok all night, but
because
this doesn't
it's
get you.
organic, it's funny,
All
it's
right.
not as forced, and whatever. Hey, that's just my opinion. I
think
don't
that's-
expect
you know what?
to agree with me.
I think that's what it is for you. I think the fact that this is not organic, you can't get behind the fact that people had to sit in a room and be like, what are we going to do?
Yeah, and I could feel that. You don't feel that it's a little forced? Like, how are we going to outdo the Chargers?
All right, well, the Chargers are infamously known for being good at this, and they
by the
nailed
way,
it again.
I was going to say, if you take the temperature of what people are talking about, this one's getting the most buzz. So it looks like they have a great social media team for sure.
The Chargers broke out Minecraft, and Jack Black and Jason Momoa couldn't even have predicted how big Minecraft would have been, but the whole vibe of the Chargers is that they build a Minecraft world and they go through each opponent of the week, and people are saying, well done, man. How can you? Then again, Covino's like, next.
They have to get rights though, right? For Minecraft? Is this endorsed by Steve's
they'll have to.
Lava Chicken?
Yeah. In the middle, there's the Steve Lava Chicken commercial.
I'm just glad that the name Steve is coming back.
Well, a lot of people giving props to the Chargers for once
I just
again.
can't imagine any beer helmet having, face painting, wing eating football fan caring about this.
You mean the younger demo that just scrolls on social media all day, every day?
Hold on, I'm not saying they don't care about the schedule. I'm saying, do they care about this? But Rich is right, because tens of millions of people are watching
Every one of these.
I just don't get it. That's just me.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. Maybe you'll get this one. If you don't like Minecraft, do you like Mario Kart? Because the Falcons are
In
getting
fact,
props.
my girlfriend often says, "You want to play Mario Kart?" You know what I say? I gotta go bathroom.
Well, they did ATL Kart, Atlanta
Because
Kart.
I'm not,
Wait, we'll do one player game. Who do you want to choose? Let's pick
Nobody.
Bijan Robinson. Go back to Bijan. Pick him. There we go. Select matchups. Ooh, let's start in September. Or October? Where do you want to go? Now, see, Covino.
creative all the way.
Is that ludicrous?
Yeah. Ludicrous. Come on. There's the Falcon.
Saints.
Throws bananas and the Saint spins out. Come on.
No, it's chicken.
Wait, hold on. Covino's sleeping. So, wake up, Covino. Someone. All right, Spot. I got one that he might like.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, you back? You back?
Oh, man. Yeah, no disrespect.
All right, well,
Just not my vibe.
all right, well, then maybe this one. This one,
Okay.
I might save it with one final one for you. While you don't apparently like any of this, you are a guy that loves dumb reality shows, right?
Yes.
You do.
You
I
do.
Yeah.
The New York Giants did a fake reality casting of all the stereotypes from the different cities.
Okay.
I think maybe you'll like this.
This is really nice. I'm built for this.
Let's get this thing started, y'all.
Beat the schedule.
Like my hair? I was due for a blowout. Hi, I'm Destiny, but everyone calls me Dynasty. My favorite animals are zebras. I love the stripes.
The champ is here! Name's J-E-O-Y, Joey. Go Birds! They're
Joey.
gonna love my body. Look at his push. Camera guy, push in right here.
Eagles,
I'm pretty
no.
intense guy. Probably the most intense guy here.
I'm actually a pretty nice fellow. It's just that I tend to get a bit intense from time to time.
Raiders.
No one understands me.
All right.
4 hours of makeup daily.
Big analytics
And you sat through every one of these?
All
God
about
bless you, bro.
maximizing
Big analytics guy. They're doing a tech guy for the 49ers.
He's listening to Alpha Male Bro podcast while
that's us.
practicing extreme meditation.
I'm gonna be America's sweetheart. I can guarantee it. Yeah!
Okay.
Well,
So
there
look,
you go.
guys, I'm wrong because the public has spoken. People love it, and every year it's a bigger deal. But the schedule's out, and that's the important part. The schedule's there. I don't need all this, but an exciting day nonetheless because it gets you fired up for, oh, yeah, this matchup or planning out your bro trip or whatever.
Yeah. By the way, I did see yesterday, Travis Kelce, you had a big problem that he was sad about playing in Brazil.
Yeah, I've been waiting my whole life to go to Brazil. You think I want to hear this millionaire slaying it with his rock star girlfriend complaining about going to Brazil?
Yeah, but you wanna
How
go
many
for butt
butt
cheeks.
cheeks are going to be there, and this guy's crying about it? Get out of my face with that. And I say that respectfully. I like Travis Kelce, but I don't want to hear about, I don't want to go to
Well,
Brazil.
the fields aren't great. The travel, no.
Beat it. I can't wait to go to Brazil.
All right.
So, again, not to be negative Norberto, it's just not my style. How do you feel about it, Fox Sports Radio Nation? You're the fans. You follow football, as do I, but do you care about these videos as much as everybody else seems to? At Fox Sports Radio, at Covino and Rich.
I should have showed you my 49ers one. They did an old school Nintendo.
No, I'm good on that.
Oregon Trail. Actually, like more computer game. Right. Tell me your stories.
Well, Sourbread Johnson in it? What's his name?
Sourdough Sam. Sourbread Johnson.
Oh, man.
Brett Johnson.
Can't wait to see Sour Shoes and his schedule
Sourdough
announcement.
Sam.
Sourdough Sam.
Sourbread Johnson.
So, speaking of football, there are two goofy stories. Again, just something that we didn't have time for on our regular show, right?
Yep.
Plus, it's more of a visual, so I figured I'd bring it here. They're non-related, but which one do you think is funnier, or which one do you like more? Because they're both viral.
Fair.
One of them involves Russell Wilson and the whole QB staff at the New York Football Giants training facility.
Dude.
And you see all the quarterbacks lined up. You see Jackson Dart, Winston. You see Tommy Cutlets, Tommy DeVito, and you see Russell Wilson. He's the only guy wearing his football pants. Now, I saw this and I'm like, yeah, big deal. But again, the public has spoken and they're like, figures. Russell Wilson's the only guy wearing football pants. What a square. What a dork. And then it just made me think, oh, he's going to get murdered in New York. Everything he does, like him wearing football pants, is a big deal today.
Yeah. It's like when the public decides they want to permanently roast someone, they do. A-Rod got that treatment for a while.
Well, I'm glad you brought up A-Rod because hang tight. He may have redeemed himself, but continue.
But I was going to say, there are people that get that treatment, and it's hard to break it. And right now, for some reason, Russ, Cringy, Mr. Unlimited, he has painted himself into a corner of no matter what he does is corny. When you think about it, he's wearing football pants. And it's a story of him being cheesy.
Because all the other guys are wearing shorts.
Yeah.
If you're just listening to this show, we appreciate
by the
it.
way,
But
how
check out the visual.
How quarterback does Jackson Dart look?
Yeah, he does.
He looks big.
And he does this cool little spinaroo, and he's in the pocket. But again, you could watch this, Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page, Overpromised. Is it that big of a deal? It seems to be. To me, it wasn't. But it is funny how he's the only guy, and therefore the cheesiest and the cringiest, and people want to speculate. And if people are going to pounce on this so early on, how's he going to survive the season with the New York media?
I feel for Russ for a few reasons. Number one, there's 4 people in that quarterback room. Right?
Yeah.
But Tommy DeVito's like a local cutlet guy.
And people love him. They cheer for him.
Jameis Winston might be the most likable,
colorful guy
in the league.
Charismatic.
And Jackson Dart, your rookie, who everyone deep down inside is
They're
like waiting
about.
for. So Russ is like, hey guys.
Dude, that's a TV show. That's better than the reality nonsense you were just showing me. I would pay to watch them because what a cast of characters. So wild. And
who doesn't get a rose? Tommy DeVito? Is he there?
Well,
when the season
you made
starts?
a good case already because he's one of the fan favorites.
Fans,
he's
that
an
doesn't matter,
Italian
though.
kid in New York. People love rooting for
You're
him.
not going to carry 4 QBs. Who are you cutting?
It's Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito,
no
right?
question.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he already requested a trade, as soon as that happened. So that's story number 1. And then you mentioned another guy that gets a lot of flack all the time, Alex Rodriguez. There's a viral clip surfaced about a day ago. He's walking by a bunch of kids. They're playing cornhole. Did you see this?
Didn't see this.
He takes the beanbag by the hand. Dude.
Yeah, you can take this beanbag.
He takes the old hairy beanbag.
Yeah, you can
Dude,
take this.
he goes,
ham.
hey, kid, give me the beanbag. He's over the guardrail, and he does a little whoo. But, dude, take a look. Here's A-Rod
Alex Rodriguez. Hey, kid, watch this.
with a cornhole throw from long distance.
Oh
my God, it's Alex Rodriguez. Nothing but the bottom, A-Rod.
And you
very
know what?
Steph Curry-like.
he's all tan. He's wearing white pants, too.
White pants, tan, and just a flick right in there. I thought that was cool for another cringy character. A-Rod redeeming himself. So, hey, if he could redeem himself and have cool moments like that,
saying
maybe
there's-
Russell Wilson can too.
There's hope for us.
Yeah. So, which story do you like better? Personally, I like the A-Rod one.
I like
the Russell Wilson one. I don't necessarily get that either.
I find
but
it
people
funnier, though.
love to make fun of him.
If Russ succeeds, that'll be interesting, right? Because there is a sentiment that everyone's going to be like, Jackson Dart's just like waiting. And, even if Jameis Winston got a shot, he's a likable guy. So I don't know. This is going to be really interesting.
Who's the cringiest? A-Rod or Russell Wilson?
Russ, by far.
Yeah, I know.
By far.
Mr. Unlimited. So, and again, you got to give him props because that was caught on camera. Sweet little flick. Didn't even it went right in. Now, a big fight was announced today. Overpromised Nation, Fox Sports Radio Nation. Here on the CNR show, we love a good fight, a great ace, and of course, schedule watching.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you 3 fights, and you tell me, everybody, which one intrigues you most? CC, Betty intrigued, all right?
Oh, can I add one? I have 4 fights. You fighting back tears when Juan Soto hits a home run this weekend?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That'll be fighting.
I hope Aaron Judge his line drive right to his nutsack, his beanbag, and at 116 miles per hour exit velocity.
Judge hit a home run yesterday. I don't know if they measured it. By the time the camera panned,
460 maybe.
by the time the camera panned to left field, the ball had hit the stands. I'm like, yo, that was at 140 miles an hour.
He's Herman Munster in pinstripes. This guy. So whatever he hits, he destroys.
It's true.
3 fights. A lot of build up this week. Press conferences are happening for Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Okay.
That's June 28th. All right. Now you got a legend son who could fight if he commits himself. He had some great battles, went the distance with Canelo, but, was never really the guy his dad was.
Okay, so Paul versus Chavez Jr.
Big one. You're seeing a lot of back and forth now. And, I'm surprised to see that Chavez Jr. is just as big as Jake Paul. But Jake Paul, young and
He's
strong.
bigger than his dad size-wise.
Yeah, Chavez Jr. is over 6 foot. And, he's probably close to 200 pounds walking around. But a guy that could fight when he is healthy and when he's not being lazy, right? June 28th, we're starting to see the fireworks develop. I like that.
Next one.
Next one is new. Might have went under the radar, but it was announced a few weeks ago, week and a half ago. Mario Barrios, who you know through me, the Aztec Warrior Barrios, versus Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Dude, come on. This is kind of wild because Pac-Man's in his 40s. Mario Barrios he's a young, hungry fighter, but
Pac-Man's still a draw?
That's what I'm debating. I think for legend status, it's an equal fight because Barrios, he could be beat. Pac-Man's a legend. If he comes in healthy, that's July 19th in Vegas.
Okay.
So it's sort of an even matchup, to be honest. Does it excite you, though? A guy who we once Love to watch.
I love Manny Pacquiao.
The Philippines stopped when Pacquiao got in the
Do
ring.
you want to tell you how old Manny Pacquiao is? I was thinking back to when I first really started watching him box and loving him. I was living in like Brooklyn with like 3 girlfriends ago before I met my wife. Like it's wild to think how long he's been in our life. So he's got to be mid-40s at least, right?
46.
Yeah, because I was like, young Manny Pacquiao, we waited like a decade for the Mayweather fight, and that was a decade too late, and that was like a decade ago.
He's 46. Barrios is in his 30s. But again, he's been beat before.
All right, what's the third fight?
Third fight
Excite
was
me.
just announced today. Okay? Now, unless you're a real fight fan, you might not care that much. Hold on. But it was one of the best fights I've seen in a long time. And it didn't happen on Cinco de Mayo weekend. It wasn't Fatal Fury. It was before that. Gervonta Tank Davis is getting back in the ring with Lamont Roach. What's the significance? It was a draw, dude. If you remember, really?
It's like you watching the schedule watching.
Can't be as boring as the Minecraft video you showed me a little while ago. But Gervonta Tank Davis with the rematch, Lamont Roach, August 16th in Vegas. Now, if you guys remember, if you don't, they fought in March, right? They fought in March. Lamont knocked Gervonta Davis down.
Yeah.
He took a knee. And he was like, nah, I had hair product in my eye. Remember? So, like, he lost the fight.
He blamed it on Soul Glow.
He lost the fight, but it was a draw. The judges called it a draw because they never called it a knockdown, even though he took a knee.
So, technically, if it was a draw, if they would have counted that point no matter what,
Lamont Roach would have won the fight.
Majority decision wins the fight.
So now he's getting that rematch, and this dude really made a statement and name for himself. No one really thought Lamont Roach had a shot. I mean, real fight fans knew that he was a quality contender, but Davis, isn't Gervonta Davis your cousin?
All right, well, you know what?
Gervonta Davis, Lamont Roach announced today, this Thursday, the 15th, that they're fighting August 16th.
Let's put these in order and call it a day.
All right, sure. I know most people are excited about Jake Paul. I know.
Jake Paul, number 1.
He's a big star.
Because,
I get it.
Because the trash talking between him and the whole family.
Well, yeah. I mean, even Chavez Sr.'s stepping into it.
That's number 1. And I do, as much as I just jokingly snored, I will watch Tank Davis Roach. That's a good fight.
Remember, he arguably, in my opinion, did lose that last fight.
I'll tell you what I don't like. The Pac-Man, Pacquiao, Barrios fight. And I'll tell you why, because if in their primes, Pacquiao whoops his ass. So if Barrios does win, what did he do? He beat an old-ass Manny Pacquiao? I find there to be no real lure for me. I may watch it if you're like, hey, bro, I'll send you my password or something.
You got a 46-year-old Pac-Man versus, I think he's 29-year-old Mario Barrios. So, again, announced today, Gervonta Davis, Rich's cousin, fighting the rematch against Roach. But even more important, your NFL schedule's out.
Yeah,
enjoy your videos, and let's go Los Yankees this weekend.
Let's go Mets. Juan Soto going to go deep 3 times this weekend.
I hope he's booed and strikes out every time. I can't wait.
0 for 12.
Yes. I hope he makes an error in right field. Oh, I'm going to laugh.
All right, we'll see you guys. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the Overpromised land.
Goodbye.
Later.
Let's go Mets.